All right, we back, y'all. My fault for the technical difficulties. Like I was saying, I got my boy Flame in the building. We're gonna speak on a few topics today, such as us getting together as an urban community, coming together, stop arguing, bickering with each other, get right, you feel me, get our families right, you feel me, stay on the on positive grounds, on common grounds. If you like each other, if you don't, you feel me, just think of the youth and think of the example we set. So I want to introduce my boy Flame. I'm gonna let y'all talk to him. Let's get it.
What
What's the
up,
word,
though?
bro?
What up,
What's
though?
the
What up,
word, man?
though? Not much,
Challenge, challenge. So what you
living
was
life.
talking about uh, in your lives, man?
Man, I was just speaking on, us as a black community, we should stick together more than besides sitting
Mm-hmm.
back and hating on each other. We so quick to
Right.
see somebody else get put into a position instead of, taking that position that we see that other black person get put in and use it as motivation. We got our own people who will use that as hatred, and
Yeah.
they'll have a distasteful thing in their mouth and in their mindset about pretty much about you, because they
Right.
feel like, why they not in that position? Why is it you? What
Right.
are you doing that make you better than them? And they in their mind they feel that they better than you. And the whole time you're not even focusing on them. You focusing on yourself. And if we stay focused on ourselves more and focus on helping our community more, we can do more. We could provide more. We could be together more. But as long as we hate on the next black man or the next black woman, or it don't matter what race it is, if you hating on the next person and they blessings, you never gonna get nowhere in life. You never won't. You'll wake up
Right.
mentally depressed and stressed because you so frustrated thinking about the next person who ain't even thinking about you.
Right. But think about it. What do we got? What can we contribute that to our diets, to what we watch on TV, internet, social media, what we give our energy and time to? What would you say about that?
Yeah, we do give a lot of our energy and time to other things, and that's the type of, we are big consumers. We're one of the our community is one of the biggest consumers. We consume a lot of shit, and we put in a lot of money into things that don't bring us back money. You get what I'm saying? So if we focus more on
Right.
our knowledge and getting more knowledge to be able to be put in right positions to help each other win. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
For
that's what
sure.
we
But
need. We need to spend more of our time grasping knowledge to be able to be a better community, not only just for us, but those that's coming up behind us.
right. Right. That's what I'm saying. Like you just said, the ones coming up behind us. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just we gotta quit arguing. We gotta agree to disagree. First off, we gotta have conversations like this. Two
Yeah,
adults, you know what I'm saying, not gonna disrespect each other, gonna speak our mind, but in a respectful manner. You feel what I'm saying? Everything ain't gotta
yeah,
be F you, you feel me? Hold this, nigga
no,
that.
for
You know what
real.
I'm saying? Everything ain't gotta be like we gotta come to civil grounds, and like a lot of times like the foundation got, like, that's the main thing. The foundation ain't set. Shit, earthquake
Right.
come any, like, you know what I'm saying? Shit gonna
Yeah.
crumble.
Nah, for real.
Like,
That's true.
I'm just
That's true.
saying,
You
bro.
can't
Like,
build the house until you get the
let them know where
foundation right.
to find you, though. Let them know where to find you. Let them know where your page is and all that. Introduce yourself. You feel me?
Man,
We
yeah,
kind of
man.
got to a rocky start.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, it's Flame Fearless, man. If you want to look for me on Facebook, it's Flame Fearless Trail Knowledge. If you looking for me on IG, It's OG Flame Fearless, man. I be on there. I try to be on there a lot, lately. I've been on there a lot, just, because sometimes, when you grow up in a community where it's violence, you get what I'm saying? So a lot of ways that you express yourself is through violence, And when you become into corporate America and you learn in corporate America, violence don't exist. You get what I'm saying? So now you got to play chess. You got to learn how to use the knowledge with the violence. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, and a lot of people, they think they got their thinking cap on, but they really don't have it on, And when you know that you got your thinking cap on, you know how to use it. And that's what's wrong with our community now too. We don't think, we don't use our brain. You know what I'm saying? My brother always told me, don't let your head just sit on your shoulders, You got a brain, use it. You know what I'm saying?
That's definitely some real shit. I
appreciate
you tapping in, like, so responsive, you feel me? Like, just like, I want to speak on that, you know what I'm saying? Get an understanding, because, like, a lot of times, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I feel like, especially nowadays, a lot of times our issues and our problems with each other be based on some real petty shit.
Yeah.
Nonsense,
that's
bro.
True. That's true.
Like some shit that could have been handled over a phone call and type shit.
Man, for real. But a lot of people don't want to do that. Egos play a lot of big part in that, because people can't get over their ego. A grown man don't have no ego. He don't allow his ego to get in the way because he's a man. He's grown. His knowledge, the way he think, the way he moves. So the ego can't play no position in the grown man mind. So when you grown and you use your brain, you think, you say, oh man, that's not even worth it. But somebody who don't use their mind and they not grown, they haven't grown to be an adult like that. And when I mean adult, is your mind frame, knowing how to use your mind frame and understand when something is petty and it's not worth it, A loose cannon, ain't no telling what a loose cannon gonna do who ain't got his mind right.
For sure. Definitely. It's definitely damn near 75% mental.
Yeah.
That's
true.
That should be mental.
That's true.
But at the same time, like you were saying, like I was saying earlier, we like the examples we set, and like the children looking at today, like, I don't know, they seem like a lot of nonsense be okay because the adults do it. And that's who they influenced by.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
a lot
true.
of shit. But like, what you think about things like California giving out so-called reparations right now?
I ain't heard too much really about it. So, I really don't like to speak on too many things that I don't know nothing about, but I definitely have to look into that more so, I can be able to speak on that.
Okay, I feel you. What you feel about things like shows such as Hip Hop Homicides, and they do show and they look at deaths like Mo3, Soulja Slim, FBG Doug, and they act and they go to the cities and try to, like, I don't know, I guess, I don't know, like, it's a good show, but I don't know what's the overall. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. I've been wanting to catch a couple episodes. I heard about that 3 episode that came on last night, Long Live the GOAT. But man, I really feel it's a good thing because it brings attention to things that we know that's going on, but a lot of people don't know that's going on. You get what I'm saying? Whoever thought that Mo3 would be on an episode of national television, something that 50 created and put together. You never seen that, you know what I'm saying? That's something big, that's very big. But I feel like it's a good thing to shed light on those type of things, on these people deaths, because after somebody die, it goes on for a certain amount of time. Then after that, people forget you, They might play your music every now and then, go look at something about you or something like that, but people forget you pretty much. So, to have that light shed on them, I think it's a good thing. I really want to watch it, especially that 3 episode. Like I said, man, I really got to check that out. I seen that shit drop the other night. But a lot of
Right.
people
Okay.
when you playing in these streets, man, you gotta remember one thing, man. It's dangerous. So
Yeah.
you gotta watch how you move, you know. When you in the streets, it's chess too. Every move is a strategy move, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Walking in the store with
But at the
nobody
same,
with you, you could be vulnerable for that. You know what I'm saying? You don't know who watching. You always gotta be aware.
I hear you. But at the same time, do you feel as if, once again, I said that energy, do you feel as if dissing the dead, like people are now still actively taking shots at Mo3, even though he's deceased? Like, how do you feel about that
I
type of thing?
I feel like dissing is cool because that's part of hip hop. You know,
Right.
it's just the dissing that these young kids do nowadays is total different. Dissing the dead, nah, I don't respect that. I got dead partners. I got dead people. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? We lost a lot of respect in this world now. It's not too many people out here who got respect. You know what I'm saying? In order for you to respect somebody else, you got to respect yourself. A lot of people don't respect themselves. You get what I'm saying? So that's why it's so loose now.
Right.
But people gonna
Right.
diss three all day. They gonna talk about three all day. I mean, three did it when he was alive. And I can't lie, I
Right.
love
That's
that
what I'm
shit.
right. That's what I'm saying. Let's be real. Let's be
You feel
real.
me? So it is what it is. You gotta, as a fan of hip hop, you gotta take that shit. You gotta listen.
Take
A
that
fan
shit,
of
right?
whoever. You know what I'm saying? It sucked to hear it, but shit, nigga, when the shoe was on the other foot, niggas was enjoying it. Real talk. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Right. We gotta be always solid. We gotta keep it all the way 100. Like,
Yeah.
we can't even do that. We can't even do that.
Nah,
Even
I
though it's
can't even.
sad because Mo3 has kids. He has a mother. It's sad, but hey, that's how the shit goes.
Yeah,
Sad to say.
yeah. And when you
Yeah.
live in that life,
But like,
that the consequences that come behind it.
right, that's
You
what
know what
I'm
I'm
saying,
saying?
because I was just gonna say, because like you said, the level of respect nowadays is kind of dwelling, like, shedding away, because people not going to people's funerals, and I mean, not funerals, tombstones, and making diss videos and just all type of dark spirit type situations.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
shit just
I feel you
that
on that.
shit, that just calls in bad energy. I'm just keep it real. Like, we can say we love, it's just music and all that, but sometimes it get deeper than that. Like the YSL situation.
Yeah.
That situation is crazy.
Man,
That
that's crazy. I
situation
was
is
just
crazy.
I was just watching the little court video on YouTube when they was in court. I guess they pre-trial. I was just watching that. They I guess they took something out of the trial that they can't use as admissible in court. I can't think of the name right now what it was exactly, but yeah, I was just watching a little bit of that before I hopped
Right.
on here, man. And it's crazy, but that's
Yeah, I see.
that's 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 what our community is about, man. It's you get money, you get famous, you do this, you do that, and then they tear you down. They let you build up, they let you get back to the community, and when they feel like you getting bigger than them, oh yeah, we got to bring you back down to earth. You know what I'm saying?
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. And like I said, I listen to those artists. I like their music, a lot of their content they put out. But let's be real. A lot of the times they are speaking on current events. And when
Yeah,
that shit come up. It's like, you feel me? You can't cry wolf. You can't
Nah,
cry over
yeah,
spilled milk. Let's be 1,000 as adults. Like, okay, yeah, it's the artist, and then it's actual them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that's true. That's true.
accountability get real, man. That's all I'm saying.
Nah, for real. You gotta watch what you speak in these rap lyrics nowadays, man. You know, people got a point to prove, so they want to put in the lyrics to prove to everybody they did something. You know, and they got hip hop police who go through and dissect everything you saying and put it together. You know, on top of that, you got bloggers. You know, they want to go
Right.
through and dissect what you're saying, and they want to put it out. So you know, it's just certain
They
things you
gonna eat
just
off
can't
it
speak
too.
on. Yeah, you know, you
Yeah.
gotta, you gotta, you gotta take that to the grave with you. You know, if you know how to move
Facts.
like that, you know how to move like that. You know, certain things you just gotta take to the grave with you. It ain't meant to
What's
speak
up?
on. You know, because not everybody gonna feel the same. You got people who really, who you know what I'm saying, they really feel something about what you speaking on.
Hmm.
You know, and when you push somebody button like that, and you make them feel like they pushed in the corner, ain't no telling what they'll do to you. They'll tell on you. They'll try to kill you. They'll set you up. Anything, rob you. Anything, man.
Facts.
Anything.
But look
But
though,
yeah.
okay, I got a good ass question right here. Okay, why do you think in the community, in the urban black original people, melanated, however you want to put it, why do
Mm,
you think the top, when we get to the top, we so bad want to prove to the bottom that we still down, but when the people down want to go to where, you know what I'm saying, to the top. Why is that?
man, I love
Ain't
that.
that kind of backwards?
Yeah, yeah, it is. And I think this just my opinion. You know, this my opinion on it. I think people who get in that position, they really ain't never been at the bottom. So, you know, they want to come back to the bottom to see what it feel like because they got the money and the ability to move around. But like when you somebody who been at the bottom, you trying to stay up out of that. You trying to get away from that. You know what it feel like to wake up every day in that. So why would I ain't got nothing to prove. What do I need to go back for? I've been there. I can tell you all about it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing to
My
prove.
people's still there. Shit.
You get what I'm saying? And then on top of that, you got to look at it like this. I told one of my peoples, I said, dude, with it, the rapper PNB Rock, I said, dude, want to go hang out in the hood and be in the hood, like that's what it is. Like, what you in the hood for? You know what I'm saying?
Right,
You come to the hood with all this jewelry, big
right,
money, you feel me? Then you leave and we still stuck here. You don't think somebody gonna feel some type of way?
right.
You
And
don't
then
think
you
so?
bring your one. No, no, no. Hold on. I'm gonna cut you off. But then you bring your woman, and she got on jewelry.
You feel me? You don't think somebody gonna feel some type of way? Yeah, they gonna
Right.
show like they like you and they cool with you and all that. But really, he got something behind that. He feeling some type of way because you know what? Once you leave, he gotta go eat some noodles, or he might not have no noodles to eat. You feel me?
Yeah,
Like it's just
yeah,
real. You know
that's
what I'm
real
saying?
shit.
So you
Right.
ain't got what do you got to prove to somebody? You feel me? I ain't, that's the problem. They got something to prove. They ain't never really been in that situation. They ain't never really been at the bottom. They ain't never really been in the streets. And when you been in the streets, you trying to get out of it. You know what I'm saying? You like, man, look, this ain't what I want. You feel me? It's only the people who don't know how to think and think this is not what life's about. Yeah, it's cool for the time being if you trying to get some money and you know where you got goals and where you trying to go. You know what I'm saying? So you got to do what you got to do. But man, who trying to live like that every day? Somebody who want to have something to prove to somebody. Oh, let me prove to them I'm really this. I really I ain't got nothing to prove to these motherfuckers around here, bro. Real talk. I ain't got nothing to prove, but I'm trying to get some money. You hear me? That's it. That's all.
Yeah, shit. But like I was telling a coworker of mine a few days ago, a week ago or something. I was saying like how are we really gonna build family wealth, generational wealth when we don't even have families?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Like look at
Families are
that.
broken up. Yeah,
Right.
that's true. That's very true. You
Hey,
can't. I feel like nowadays you got to do it for the family that you create. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Then your family they gonna talk about you. Oh, he ain't do nothing for us. He ain't get me nothing. You know what I'm saying? But where
Right.
was you at when it was times was really hard? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It is what it is. But that's the society, and that go back to that go back to what you was talking about with them televisions and them shows. A lot of it is blocking their mind. You know what I'm saying? To be
Yeah.
able to see and what's really real.
Yeah.
Family ain't family
Well,
dying days. You know what I'm saying? I love to shout my family, but family ain't family. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's where it started. You got to be knit tight with your family before you can go be knit tight with the community. You get what I'm saying? Because the
right.
community gonna look at how you and your family rock. They
Right.
gonna look how you treat your family members. Oh, if he treat his family like that, I don't know if I want to go mess with him. He gonna. I ain't his family. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
it's, hey, I'm just speaking real. You know what I'm saying? That's all I know.
That's
So
real shit. uh,
yeah, it's
But how
hard
you feel?
nowadays.
How you feel about quote unquote the hip hop community? You feel me? Like DFW across the world. Like how do you feel? Like how you feel the direction is going?
I feel like hip hop is gonna be hip hop for a very long time because it's one of the most popular genres that's out right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This is I don't see hip hop going nowhere no time soon because we done created so many different lanes and we open up doors for other genres. You get what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
I like the way hip hop is going. I just don't like the way that we see so many deaths. You know what I'm saying? It
Right.
was random to see somebody like back in the day, you had to worry about a fan killing you. Now you gotta worry about the homies up the street coming to kill you at your show. My bad. You know what I'm saying? Like it's way different now. They talk about
I
hip hop as
mean,
one of the
I
most
mean,
dangerous jobs.
like, come on, I can get even deeper. Nowadays, you gotta worry about Buddy delivering that package at Amazon, knocking your ass off. Real talk. Real shit. You gotta
Yeah,
worry
hey,
about these
you ain't
motherfuckers.
lying about that. That's real.
Real
For
talk. You gotta
real.
worry about motherfucker send a drone on your ass quick.
Nah, for real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You gotta
Yeah.
watch it, man. This world crazy.
Yeah, but like I got one more thing. We can really wrap it up unless you got some shit you want to get off your chest. I'm
Nah,
gonna say something. I'm gonna say something like this. How do you feel about do you expect the top OGs, the ones who did it before us, to really pass down knowledge, or do you expect them to say, y'all got to get it on out the mud like me?
I mean,
How do you feel?
I feel like that's pretty much what they already do. We can't expect them to do nothing because if they would have gave us the game, we would have had it already. You get
Right,
what I'm saying? So, but it's up to
right,
us now to give it to actually get a game. With any of
yeah,
my little cousins, anybody that came up under me, I give them the game off top, so they can't never say, "Oh, nobody ain't never told me this." Nah, I did. I told you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give
right.
you the game first. So it's up to our generation now to give out the game because the old heads didn't give it. They was too scared. You know what I'm saying? We not scared. We gonna stand up
We
and we
the
gonna
last
fight. You gotta be
ones, though.
stand up.
We them last ones that got the game from the OG morals and values and with the technology. We know how to maneuver in both.
Yeah,
We are
yeah,
one of them last ones. We're on a special
yeah,
breed.
yeah. That's for real. For real.
But,
You know what I'm
but matter of
saying?
fact, since we build it, man, I'm a love. We gonna have to come back again because this is some real game right here. But I want to know like how you feel about. Do you think it's important? Like, yeah, we can talk and do and have a lot of dialogue between all of us, but without action, a lot of things ain't gonna happen. So
Right.
do you feel like voting locally, um, doing things in the community? Do you feel like that's gonna help Kurt? That's gonna help us in the longer run, or do you think like we should just stay doing what we doing?
I feel like voting, yeah. Locally, yeah. I mean, if that's your city that you live in, you know what I'm saying? It's in your best interest to vote because you got local judges who get on and they putting our people out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if we getting our own people up in there and we preaching to these people to go to college, you know what I'm saying, and do be a part of the community, yeah, we can change a lot. You know what I'm saying? But first, just start with the home. You know what I'm saying? Before we can go out to this community, you gotta make sure your home is right. If your home is right, then you can go out to the community. The home got to be on the same page.
For sure. Shit, with that being said, you want to wrap it up? Oh, man, let them know what it is.
Yeah, yeah, man. Just follow me on Instagram, OG Flame Fearless. Follow me on Facebook, Flame Fearless Trail Knowledge. Come get more of these real facts, real convos. Shout out to my boy Jay Smooth. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate that, man. Let me be able to speak my mind and talk my piece. This is my outlet. This is my counseling. Being able to talk.
For sure, for sure. Like anytime you want to come back, bro, we can work something out. We can make a show together. Like we can talk with hey, however you feeling, we can work it out, bro. Sky the limit. Like as much love. I appreciate you, dog. Till next time.
Yeah, bet.
Yeah. My boy, that was my boy Flame, man. Appreciate him coming through once again. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Like, share, and subscribe. Follow us on YouTube. Subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram. Real Conversations Podcast Network. We gone.